Brothers and sisters, I am out here in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I've been taking so much time to meditate, and I realize now that it was God that had me in the places that God had me. God traveling on the highways, God showing me things, God making me to see the world as it was, and to see the suffering amongst my people, and see the things that are going on this planet. I've been watching and understanding and learning about certain situations. It was God that was taking me out on the road. God took me out on the road to see if he can find the people that are out there that really believe and really truly believe in the Most High. See, we are family on this planet. We're a family on this planet. And we forget about our brothers and sisters that are suffering every day. And if you ever look and understand and see all the storms, it's not happening in the poor neighborhoods where trees are falling down and places are without electricity. It's happening in those places where the people ran away and went and started to try to join places where they didn't want to be bothered with the people that were in suffering conditions. They moved into the hills and the mountains and up into to areas like West Orange and all those areas, Livingston and places like that. They moved. See, when we were out in New Jersey and Jersey City and Newark and Irvington, they had, remember, I'm going to just get straight on the point, man. Our white brothers and sisters didn't want to be bothered with us, so they took themselves and moved into places that they live in up in the hills in Livingston and all those different places in West Orange and, you know, and see, right now, we're not really going to get into the race because it's not a racial issue. But what I'm saying is that I came on Facebook. Now, it was a time when I didn't even want to touch a page of Facebook or anything like that. I didn't even want to get involved in it. I mean, God sent young people around me and got me on this social media condition here. And the social media condition has good and bad about it. It's not just a situation where it has both turns. It goes left and it goes right. They have truth and they have falsehoods. They have a lot of things happening on social media that I don't agree upon. We see videos every day. People put stuff in my inbox, and I can't figure out why they put that stuff in there. But I mean, some days I be just listening in my inbox, just popping, just popping. See, but God knows, right? God knows what I'm going through, and God knows what you're going through. God sees what's happening, and God understands. There's people out there that can do things. There's people out there that can't do things. There's brothers and sisters out there that are willing to help, and there's brothers and sisters out there that don't really give a rat's ass about the world. Basically, they've already given up on the world because the world hasn't done crap for them, and they feel in the, hey, why should I even bother? Some of us have already gotten tired of social media, Facebook, and all the rest of this stuff. And we're almost to the point where we don't even want to be bothered anymore. And then we have that thing we call the secret. See, I've been sitting back. Remember I told you I was into deep meditation and I was into studying about making things happen within myself that would make things happen outside of myself. I traveled on the highways and watching the universe as it spins. When everybody else was in their bed sleep, I was on the road and I was outside walking and I was down on the highways and I was near the beach sides watching the planets and watching the moon and the stars traveling through the sky. I'm about to turn in the light because I don't like that light in my face. This light over my head is giving me a headache. But the meditation does that too, because natural light is the only thing that really can make me feel better. I had to go out into the sun. But what I was here to say is this, brothers and sisters. And I'm saying brothers and sisters because we are brothers and sisters on this planet. Not one of us can jump off of it. If there's anybody here that can separate themselves from the planet outside of Chris Angel, and I don't know exactly how he does that, but God knows, I want to know and I want to learn to do whatever that man is doing. If he can pick up off the ground and float into the sky, Hey, teach me, man. I want to know. But that's not the issue. The issue is that we're here on this planet to be a help to each other because we're in a situation where things are going on, and if we don't help each other, we'll be gone. I mean, no one knows it, but certain people on the planet have us at war. They have us at war. And it's called the rich against the poor. Because as long as the rich are there rich and they can get everything they can get out of the poor people, and the poor keep on struggling and suffering and trying to figure it out, and they don't know where they're going with it, there's going to be a problem. Because now they're closing more stores and they're closing more places, and people are starting to become the homeless people that they cursed and tormented during those years. I mean, you look at people walk into a place and sit down, and the people look at them, and they're not be able to take care of themselves because they've been suffering on the road and no one won't give them no help. And then a couple of months later, that same store closes down. See, certain things happen on the road, and people, they don't realize when they do what they do. When they do what they do, they bring and manifest things into their lives. I walked that highway and I walked that highway, and I thought, and to the point where I couldn't take it no more. And then I sat down and thought about a place that might help me to get some help, and they gave me some help. But see, they didn't give me all the help they can give me. I'm gonna have to go and take care of some more information and paperwork. And until that time, I'm gonna be going through the stuff that people that, I guess what you say, I've looked at a person and seen them with a house. They lived in a place. They didn't have no money. They still were outside begging on the street. I mean, they went and asked for the help. They got the little bit of help. But guess what? That help doesn't give you everything you need. And everybody out there knows what I'm saying. People on welfare and people on these little, things, they don't get enough money to take care of them for the whole month. Even if they were to sit down and meditate on how to do it wisely, it would be squeezed out until the last drop. I mean, there's people out there that's focused on food. They take every dollar they got and put in the cabinet. Cabinets full, stocked to the thing. Broke, can't get on the bus. Can't go and do anything. Don't have to go out and work because they got food in the cabinet. Their rent is paid. But then all of a sudden they have to go out and find something that they don't have in the cabinet. Okay? I don't know what exactly is going on in this planet. I know that there's supposed to be abundance, and abundance is supposed to be something everybody wants. They can get it, and there's plenty of it. I only see one way for that to happen is if you grow it yourself, and you make it yourself, and you sow it yourself, and you build it yourself. I'd like to build a church. I'd like to build a church, and brothers and sisters, God has shown me the first thing I need to do is build a people that will be willing to sit back and suffer through these things and go through things with me. I mean, because if I don't have anybody paying attention and there's nobody giving a crap about what I'm doing, I'm just another YouTube video that you look and flash through, then it basically is not going to help. But God, the God that is in me, the God that is around me, the God that has guided me and took me safely through highways and byways and carried me all across, even into the Caribbean, is assuredly going to show me a way to get the things that I need and the things that I want and the things that I desire. And in the same process, the people that are out there are going to get what they need and what they want and what they desire. Because as we start to work as a team, as a friendship, as a family, I'm looking for a family. I'm looking for somebody in my life that'll help me, that'll show me things, that'll give me direction when I'm sitting alone by myself and I still haven't found it yet. I'm in an empty place alone in a room. I have people around me, but yet and still we don't have a connection. But yet and still, I still believe there's a God, and I feel the energy of the Most High around me. See, the thing people don't understand about Rastafarian religion, understanding of Kemet religion and practices and all those different things is, I know that they're all the same. See, that's the difference between me and a lot of people. If I'm a Rasta man, there's a Kemet, Ra was there. See, we called on these things, but we forgot when someone threw in Selassie. See, Selassie was a man. He was on the planet, And he himself said that better you worship Christ. I heard the speech, and I heard the person ask him, and he said it. So I'm not dumb to it. I know exactly what he said. And he wasn't here when the religion started. He wasn't here. He only saw Rastaman when he came to the Caribbean, and he saw those Rastamen. He was in surprise to see the tribe of Judah still enchained in bondage in Jamaica. See, when he got to travel around and started noticing that there were African people all over the planet, it started to bother him. He started thinking about it. He started making speeches that told us that it doesn't, until the philosophy of all race being one race being superior to another and inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned, that everywhere is war. See, he himself knew what he was saying was true, that they were suppressing things and they weren't letting people see things. Even he himself came into Ethiopia. His family conquered Ethiopia. They were from Syria and the areas where Syria is, and they conquered Ethiopia by orders. They were ordered to do this. See, they were following what was going on in Greece and Rome. They got their power from Greece and Rome. That's why Ethiopia is not touched. See, Ethiopia is not being touched because they dared to make a visual statement that the Ethiopians are light, but in reality, Ethiopians were dark. If everybody that's from the 60s remembers the Ethiopians in Ethiopia, tall, dark-skinned people and their little kids with big round bellies, hungry and starving, and they were trying to feed them. And all of a sudden, years went by, and all of a sudden, Ethiopians were brown. So that we know ourselves that there's a place where they're trying to confuse us and keep us walking in darkness. But we, the people of the earth, black, white, Chinese, Indians, Africans, everybody, it doesn't matter, brothers and sisters, all races, earth, brothers and sisters, because we're on this earth. There was a rainbow, and the rainbows made us free. And the rainbow didn't have nothing to deal with homosexuality or any of those things, man. The rainbow was a vision from God that comes from the sky. And the reason why those people use that rainbow is because they want to be happy and they want to be a part of everybody. And everybody wants to be denouncing these people, denounce everybody that doesn't want to do what God says. I don't want a man looking at my back end thinking about how nice it might be. And I'm not looking at any man's back end thinking at it all. And I don't want anybody to be walking around trying to grab a little girl or a little boy off the street and do things to them. That little girls and boys that are running around doing bad things and running up and down doing bad things already. We have enough of that. We don't need any extra. I mean, people might look at me bad, but see, everybody that I grabbed off the street, I grabbed them off and turned them around and gave them situations where now they're working and jobs. Instead of what the people that were turning them into, they wanted to turn them into hookers and pimps and situations. A lot of the young females have jobs now, okay? They wouldn't have those jobs if I didn't say something to them or put a bug in their ear to tell them something different. And a lot of the brothers that were around them are focusing on some kind of a job, or they're thinking about grabbing up a weed whacker and going to cut grass this summer. Where hey, age doesn't matter. I'm 48. I cut grass still. They're thinking about grabbing a weed whacker instead of grabbing a pocketbook. See, so it's very, very crazy the way the world is set. They try to tell you to stay away from the young people. Don't be around the young people. If the young people want someone to sit down and talk to them and tell them things that are positive, then they can come to me and listen, because I'm not going to give them no negative vibes, and I'm not going to tell them anything negative. I may have things in my mind, but those things in my mind, because every man has them, makes them who they are. Sure. All of us have these things. Everybody has it, but to suppress it or hold it in or to control it within yourself, to learn to control yourself to a situation where, I've gone 2 years. People can't tell me that I'm out there trying to figure out. I've 2 years without a woman in my life. I had women through my life, walking through, coming through, visually talking to, communicating with, on phones, on Facebook, conversations, all kind of different things. But I haven't had one laying next to me, and I haven't had one eating dinner with me, eating breakfast with me. I've been on the roads, I've been on the streets, I've been in the conditions for a long time, man. And I really, really would love to have somebody in my life. But they'd have to be stronger than me at this point. So I'm trying to build myself up so I can be strong enough, but yet and still, I'm supposed to stay alone because I'm not strong enough? There's brothers out there that have no job, that have no intention to get one, and they have a woman in their life, and they're standing there like, yeah, man, I got a woman in my life. Both you and her crying. Well, I feel I would cry alongside of somebody if there was somebody to cry with. I feel that if I'm standing alongside of you, and this is how it's been with me, I've been the one giving the woman the money. I've been the one spending the money on the woman. I've been the one that's doing things for the woman. And now I'm down here on this level, and I'm looking around trying to figure out how to balance. I guess God is telling me that I'm supposed to just look to God, not supposed to worry about anything else. Because the only thing that happens is God comes and opens up the curtains of life and shows me what I'm supposed to be doing. And people, they look and they don't know I'm suffering every day for you people. I suffer every day for you people. I suffer every day for you people. And why I say I'm suffering for you people? Because one, if I was to open up and start doing everything, everybody would be looking at me like, oh, he thinks he's better than everybody. But I'm not better than anybody. The Most High is showing me things, man. God has opened up my eyes to see things. I'm seeing my sisters coming out and showing me help, showing me love, showing me kindness. I'm seeing brothers out there showing help, showing love, showing kindness. They may not be able to financially help me, but they come out and they still show me love and kindness when they video chat and conversations and call and want to see if I'm okay. And people are out there. There are some one or two brothers and sisters that can throw here and throw there a few change. It's beautiful. I love it because right now I'm not able to do any work. I've been out walking around trying to find ways to get myself out of this condition I'm in. It's a better condition than it was because I'm not sitting out on the sidewalk. But is it? Those walks in the woods and those walks in the roads and those walks in the highways, I found so much more peace than sitting here in this room trying to figure out how to support myself. I was walking on the road. I was always in the process of trying to support myself. And it was a walk for every day. And every brother and sister that blessed me as I walked those roads, I sure God will bless them when the time comes. Maybe they may not have to go out and think, because even I tell little kids that are with them, look, man, go to school, education, learn how to make something for yourself, learn the business, learn something. I've been teaching young children and telling people to focus on positive ways every place I go on the planet. And I would love to be able to go more places, but right now, I'm going to do what other people say. I'm trying to get a job. See, as I'm trying to get a job and I'm sitting back looking at how hard it is just to get a job, to find a job that you can get and that'll make you work and be able to enjoy yourself and pay your bills. And every day, I'm sitting back watching how hard it is. There's brothers and sisters in these centers. I can go in the center with my phone on, but they don't even let you do this. The centers are full of people trying to get a job. So I don't see where everybody's screaming at. What if I was to wait for somebody to give me a job? How hungry would I be if I was to sit and wait for someone to give me a job? There's other brothers and sisters doing the same thing. I see them in the job centers every morning, sitting there. I can videotape that. Where at the end of the day, there's still people sitting there in the job centers, and they haven't gotten a job. And they were in the job center where they've been sent to go and get a job. So how are people getting mad at me when I ask for something, a little food, a little help, a little situation to go on with, and they get mad at me? Well, they need to walk the street with me. They need to struggle with me. They need to sit down with me and see things. I'd love to be able to talk to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I really would, but I know as I see it every single day, I'm not even saying the man is talk. The man has got thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of people that he talks to every day. Video. I don't know how many people he talks to. I think he's resting now. He takes himself to rest because the man is tired after all those trips. I'm sure that he gets a good amount of rest. He gets a nice hot tub. He sits back and thinks about all the millions of people he's spoken to every day. And I'm sure I love him for that because, I mean, I'm one man out of thousands of men that want to speak to him. There's probably thousands more. But that's not my issue. And I won't push the issue. I tried. I traveled across many highways riding down. I'm serious, on a moped. And then my bike died and I still got to Chicago. Brothers and sisters, I pray that God lets you know exactly how much I care about my people. I care about all of us. I really feel bad about the issues that our race is going through. And I really feel bad that all the brothers and sisters on the planet, and I mean every color, because I'm not putting this situation just on us being the brothers and sisters of the black race. Yes, we are all brothers and sisters. And I have a DNA test, man. I'll tell you, I have every race in me that can be known. If you cross them back to each other, you find out they're all blood relatives to each other. So I have every race in me. I don't sit back and have sit back and question, oh, who's black, who's white, who's this. Now I'm every race, man. I got Malaysian, I got Asian, I got Chinese, Indians, Africans. I got all Europeans. I got even the European Jew. I got 8%, man. Native American 30%. 30% Native American. I should be able to go on a reservation and get a place to stay. Even though the Native American came out of Mexico, with the place they call Mexico, they all used to come up and down because when they got cold up here, they used to go back down into the south. They travel up here, hunt, and then go back down into the south. But I'm getting ready to go and figure out this next part of my journey because it's my journey. I don't really want to put it on you. But if you're a brother or a sister that's out there and you found that there's a way for you to do so much more, teach me, man. Teach me how to fish, man. Send for me. Say, hey, Rasta man, you want to come here? You want to go there? I got a passport. I even want to go to Africa. Send me to Africa. I'll go to Africa. You make me have a way to travel to Africa, and I'll be on a plane right away to Africa. All I need to do is know and be able to get a way to get there. And I'll be in Africa. I have herbology in my, and I say it the way I say it, herbology. I'm not just talking about marijuana, okay? I have a knowledge of cures for certain diseases that they don't even want us to know about. And I found it basically by looking and watching and thinking and applying. I applied it to other people. So it's not just that I'm saying I can do it, but I don't want to be murdered, and I love you all. So if you send for me, this one video you're seeing with me saying this, it's probably the only one you'll see again. So, because I have to be, intelligent enough knowing what I'm doing. Doesn't make sense for me to tell anybody this, but I still want everybody to know. Brothers and sisters, I love you all. And I hope that God blesses you, shows you things, and blesses me, even so no one have to even send me anything or help me with anything, because I don't want to keep asking people for anything. I'm not trying to, this is not what this video is about. This video is about me telling you that I know that God is involved with all of this and wants to see what family is out there, because we were all family, but those family members that really know what I'm saying, that secret is really real. And with or without you, God will bless me to find food. I love the fact that, God uses the people. There's people all over the planet, man. And if I have to, he told me a while back just to let go of Facebook. Don't even bother Facebook. Leave Facebook alone. Facebook, there's a whole bunch of people on there that don't give a crap about you. See, I could have been me thinking, and God said no, because I'm still here. Could have been me thinking that nobody really cares about me. Nobody really knows what I'm doing. Nobody knows my struggle. Nobody, and God said no, because I'm still here. So, brothers and sisters, I'm about to sign out now. I got things to think about and places to try to walk around and see if I can get this food money up because I'm on the hunt. You know, I'm a lion. Gotta eat meat. And meat you can't get from a food pantry. Peace and blessings. And one love. Rastafari, Hotep, and all, let's see, all the rest of the blessings from all the people. Namaste. Bless. Have a good day. And may the Most High touch you and make you to understand all of us are struggling. But if there's just one, one has enough power. It'll be God that sends them. Peace.